I'm Skillet Zero, and this is Mystery Movie Mayhem.
I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
He's looking at you.
You talking to me?
Say hello to my little friend!
Recently, I went to Second and Charles, which is a pretty awesome bookstore. If you've ever been there, it's kind of a mashup of FYE and Barnes & Noble. While I was there, I found these awesome mystery boxes, which if you pay $25, you get 50 mystery movies. I decided to go ahead and give it a whirl, and I opened it up and found some cool finds in there. And that's when I decided that I wanted to make a series on this. So the whole point of Mystery Movie Mayhem is I'm going to watch all 50 of these mystery movies and let you know what I think about them. And the first movie on that list is In Good Company.
In Good Company came out January 14th, 2005, and boasts an impressive score of 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie consists of an impressive cast ranging from Dennis Quaid to Topher Grace to even Scarlett Johansson. It's a romantic comedy where by the end of the movie you'll start to realize that Topher Grace and Dennis Quaid are actually the real couple. It honestly doesn't feel like a romantic movie at times, as most of the movie navigates the relationship between Dennis Quaid and his boss Topher Grace, who also happens to be dating his daughter. I didn't think I'd enjoy this movie too much since I'm not a huge fan of rom-coms, but there was just enough rom to make you fall in love with the couple and root for them, and way more comedy than I thought there would be.
Ain't no way. His wife's leaving. Die.
Once we started the movie and realized we recognized people in it, we naturally had to start doing our research to see everything else we'd seen them in.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman. He plays Mr. Peabody. No way. The dog?
Yeah.
Finding Dory?
Bailey.
He's in Dawn of the Dead. Black Hawk Down. The Incredible Hulk.
And we can't forget that Dennis Quaid's in this movie as well.
I'm assuming. The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh wow.
A Dog's Purpose. That movie made me cry like a bitch. A Dog's Journey. Soul Surfer. Footloose. Strange World. Movie 43. The Alamo.
And because we were blown away by how young Scarlett Johansson looks in the movie, we naturally had to look into when she started acting, and she's been acting for quite a while, it seems.
She's either 19 or 20 in this movie. Yeah. Because it came out in 2004.
No way.
So it was probably filmed when she was 19. Her earliest things from 1994 when she was 10.
So after seeing all those reactions, the little intro, the clips, all that fun stuff, I think it's time that we get to a rating. And a little heads up, the way I rate my movies is I do it on a 5-point scale, 5 stars. And each star stands for something different. So the first star is acting. How good are the actors in this? Are they really pulling off the emotions? Are they making you feel what they're feeling? Just really sucking you into the movie. Second star is going to be for writing. How good is the writing? Because you can have great acting, but if the writing's terrible, it's going to fall short. So I have those separate. Third one is visuals. Now what this means is cinematography, CGI if there's any CGI, and then if it's an animated film, how good is the animation? Like if you look at Across the Spider-Verse, is it a movie where the animation just really tells the story itself? Or is it a movie where the CGI is a little rough, MCU, and it's just kind of pulling away and pulling you out of what you're watching? Next, I have purpose. Is this movie achieving what it set out to do? Because you don't create something without having a purpose behind it. Sometimes it's to tell a story, sometimes it's to make us laugh, sometimes it's a sequel to finish off a story. So did it achieve that? And then finally, my 5th star is pacing. Does this movie feel like it's moving along at a good pace? Does it feel rushed? Does it feel like it's really drawing out? And so I take all of those and I can give it a star, half a star, or no star. And once those are all done, got your 5-star rating. So let's get into it. For acting, I gave it half a star. No one's really doing an Oscar-worthy performance. No one's doing anything that's gonna make you think about it or quote it for years to come. But they're still acting really well and they're doing it in an enjoyable manner. So half a star for that. Writing, I gave a full star. It was a very well told story. The jokes were hilarious. The story was amazing. The relationships that they created were perfect. The character development was awesome. It was just a very well told story. Visuals, I gave no star. I mean, that's pretty clear with this. They're not going to have any focus on cinematography. There was absolutely no CGI I was aware of and no animation. So there's nothing special happening with the visuals. Purpose, I thought the purpose of this movie was to make us laugh, but also make us fall in love with the characters, and I think it did just that, being a rom-com, and like I said, it was very well written, and pacing was done very well. I felt like it moved along at a good speed, but there was never a point where I was like, okay, this is getting to be a bit tiring, which, when you combine all of that, this movie racks up an impressive 3.5 stars, and if I'm being honest, I don't think you see a rom-com placing too much higher than that for me. And that's my rating for In Good Company. It's a fun movie, it's got great storytelling, great characters, super interesting, and just a good laugh. So, highly recommend you go check it out. And if my review and talking about it didn't convince you, then maybe this clip of Dennis Quaid attempting to dunk the ball in the movie will.
Man, I don't have a heart attack. What's the matter? Can't take a little D? Open, get open.
Oh, shit.